Welcome to today's Diversity and Inclusion training session. As an organization, we are moving beyond simply responding to the legal compliance of discrimination and harassment laws. We are seeking to also embrace the principles of diversity and inclusion. We recognize that diversity and inclusion is an expression of our rich ties values. This new broader understanding of diversity and inclusion is making our organizations more competitive, producing a more inclusive working environment, creating new opportunities for employees and ensures that the needs of the patient come first. This training explains the nature of a diverse and inclusive workplace as well as the key concepts of civility, cultural agility and respectful workplace culture. This session will also provide insights into overcoming the obstacle of unconscious bias, affinity bias and double standards, as they may have major impacts in our everyday interactions at work. These important themes are used to illustrate the role everyone plays in creating a positive environment. With this in mind, let's get started. Let's talk a little bit about cultural agility. To put it simply, it's the ability of individuals to interact effectively with people of different cultures, from differing backgrounds, and are able to adapt to a variety of contexts. We need leaders who can operate with broad perspectives and are adaptable. We need leaders who are willing to develop these two attributes, individuals who operate in a way that benefits from all the diverse talent in our organization and in their workgroup. Individuals who can effectively empower others to address organizational diversity and inclusion goals. Cultural agility is particularly important in an increasingly diverse workforce and patient population. It is important that we help leaders to develop effectiveness in 3 content areas. 1. Understand their own culture and how it shapes their experience. 2. Understand and appreciate cultural differences and commonalities with others, and 3. Incorporate this knowledge into their interactions and decision-making. Cultural agility is key to the success of both individuals and organizations. While this ability to be agile may come more naturally to some than others, there are actions individuals can take to develop their cultural agility. First, individuals can learn about themselves and their own culture. Learn about unfamiliar cultures, and interact with diverse groups of people. And lastly, individuals can embrace diversity by having an open mind and be intentionally inclusive in their actions. Cultural agility leads to inclusion. Inclusion is the act of creating environments in which any individual or group can be and feel welcomed, respected, supported, and valued to fully participate. Let's test your knowledge. Fill in the blank with the correct term. A blank environment and welcoming climate embraces differences and offers respect in words and actions for all people. A. Diversity. B. Equity. C. Inclusion. If your answer was letter C. C. Inclusion was the correct answer. You were paying attention. The Department Diversity Leader (DDL) serves as an influencer, facilitator and resource to their leadership team and colleagues. The DDL is appointed by their department or division chair to join their departmental leadership and executive team where they help to identify and address department-specific needs and priorities related to diversity, inclusion and health equity. They also help support Mayo's diversity and inclusion goals. DDLs work together with the Office of Diversity and Inclusion and other DDLs to identify and address broader organizational issues. They are accountable to their department leadership and receive ongoing support and consultation provided by their local site, and enterprise ODI staff. As a DDL, what is my time commitment? Ideally, departments or divisions provide DDLs adequate time to perform their role, either as part of their core job description or with a specified amount of protected time commensurate with their responsibilities and scope of work in the department. This varies depending on department size and planned initiatives. ODI can work with chairs and DDLs to assist with determining recommended time to achieve goals. Additionally, there are regularly scheduled meetings with ODI staff and with other site and enterprise DDLs to provide updates from leadership, gain organizational perspective, share knowledge, and best practices. DDLs typically have standing meetings that are 1 to 2 hours a month. They participate in the annual Office of Diversity and Inclusion Enterprise Retreat, which is about a day and a half, held in Rochester. What are the desired characteristics of a department diversity leader? Department diversity leaders should exhibit a passion for and/or a personal commitment to diversity, equity and inclusion, along with the influence and leadership skills to facilitate and blend department needs with the Mayo Clinic strategic initiatives for diversity and inclusion. Now, let's look at the scope of work. The focus and scope of DDL work is determined by the DDL and leadership team. DDLs use their influence to educate, develop resources, promote skill development and networking, and to create organizational change. This may include efforts within and across practice, education, research and personnel, staffing, including physician scientists, allied health, administration and learners. Here are a few examples of current DDL activities: participation in search and residency selection committees assessing and addressing cultural competency and other training needs. So, what are DDL's core responsibilities? As leaders, DDLs support Mayo's strategic operating and diversity plans. They help align department activities with organizational D&I goals. DDLs seek to engage their department in activities that a. increase cultural competency and agility, b. increase patient satisfaction, c. encourage hiring of top diverse talent and the retention of that talent. They also help develop resources that increase staff satisfaction, encourage leadership development, and promote academic advancement, all while striving for health equity.